Salutations, spooks, spirits, and specters, and welcome back to more Corpse Party Book of Shadows. We're gonna go ahead and start the second episode, Demise. Why was I lying on the ground? My vision was blurred and indistinct. Maybe it was the blow to the head, or maybe it was because of all the tears in my eyes. I'd been forced out through the infirmary door and tossed like a rag doll into the hallway. I could barely breathe and was completely unable to move. I wished I could slip away into unconsciousness, but my agony was keeping me in the moment. My abdomen. I put my hand to it without thinking, and a sharp pain flew through my palm as well. Looking down, that whole area of my body was soaked with blood and liberally pierced by large pieces of glass, many of them the size of drafting triangles. I was certain some of them must have sliced all the way into my internal organs. Why was this happening to me? Through my veil of tears, I could just barely make out the face of a young girl with an unearthly blue glow about her. She was looking right at me and seemed concerned? No. As she got closer, I could read her expression more clearly. She was smiling. Smiling and staring into my soul with one good eye and one empty socket. All at once, I was pulled up into the air with incredible force by the other two faintly glowing children. One of my arms was being held by the spirit of a young boy, while the other was being held by the spirit of what I assumed to be a little girl. I couldn't tell for sure since everything above her jawline was missing, leaving me with no facial features to read. Her head was like a half-eaten fruit, with bottom teeth in place of seeds. I could see her vocal cords flutter and her throat contract with every giggle. Based on her size, I'd estimate she was still early grade school age. She held my arm tightly, and her shadowy silhouette gazed at me innocently. Her voice box gyrated a little, and her throat opened and closed rhythmically, producing a gurgling sound that might have been a chuckle. She then said, All three children were now staring right at me as if they were studying an ant's movements just before squishing it with their thumbs. In one single rough motion, I found myself flipped 90 degrees downward. I was facing the ground, and I could sense myself moving forward rapidly. What a strange sensation. I was now staring up at the wall from the floor. There was a large slathering of chunky red bits strewn all over it. Their dull earth tones clashed heavily with the wall's worn-out gray hues. It looked almost as if someone had winged a juicy pomegranate against it with all their might. Except this was no pomegranate. It was a person. It was me. My limbs were ripped clean off, and my belly had burst open into a conglomeration of glistening blood, entrails, and other miscellaneous bodily fluids. The force of the impact was enough to scatter parts of me all the way to the ceiling. I was an unsightly mess of slimy globules and viscera. The smell was intensely foul, but then it was a conglomeration of raw meat after all. Never mind the fact that it was my meat. And I was just a head, a severed head, torn off at the neck on impact, staring up at what was left of me in my last few moments of consciousness. What a way to open an episode, right?
教室で文化祭の片付けしてて。これ文化祭の出し物？そういえば5組がお化け屋敷やってるって。これがそうなの？やだ、私こういうの苦手。しげに先生、篠崎さん、持田くん、どうして黙ってるの？もう冗談やめにしようね。みんな。
There was no response. There was only a deep, all-encompassing silence that hung in the air like a fog.
そう言いながら私は逆にこれは現実であると認識せざるを得なくなっていた。こんな大掛かりな舞台装置、プロの大道具さんにだって作れない。本物なの？ここどこなの？私どうしちゃったの？みんなは？やだ、助けてよ、しげに。 でしょ、あの子たち。さっき夢に出てきた。
Oh boy. We're already in search mode. I'm just gonna do a save right now. Eh.
嫌な予感がする。ここに入ったら取り返しがつかないことになるような気が。
That's the only option.
私は自分の直感を信じてみた。何より怖そうな保健室を覗くよりも誰かいないか探したい。今でも信じられないけれど、私が現にこんな場所に飛ばされているんだもの。あの場にいたみんなもこの学校にいるかもしれない。しげ兄に会えたら私頑張れる気がする。
What is this funky music? Hello there. It's extremely dusty, but from the looks of it, this is the sheet that goes on the infirmary bed. No, it's Z. Got it. Ah, okay. You know, I turned the music down, and now it's all the way back up again. I swear I didn't turn it down. I swear I turned it down. Okay, let's... how's my darkness? Darkening is at 0%. Let's head this... yeah, let's head this way. Let's see what's down this way. There's a large hole in the floor here. It's too big to jump, but if a plank were laid over it like a bridge, it might just be crossable. So that is our first objective, find a plank so we can cross where Naomi could not. Roger that. Darkening is still at 0. Nothing? Okay, darkening doesn't seem to affect us as much as Naomi. Man. The door to the science lab is locked. Interesting. So this will be different because we're actually playing a character who dies as opposed to Naomi who typically lives. So I guess we're trying to avoid our fate of death. Ooh. I wonder if the wires are still there. Might want to save just in case, you know? Because I remember there being wires down this way. The stairwell is packed tightly with desks, making it completely impassable.
これは私一人じゃ無理だよね。男の子がいてくれたらなんとかなるかもだけど。でもしげ兄って力仕事とかあんまり好きじゃないんだよね。文化祭のおしるこ屋さんの時だって こういうブルーカラーの仕事は岸沼あたりが適任だなんて言って机運ぶのも面倒そうだったもんね
What's the blockage? Anything? No. Alright. Okay, I'm sorry, I just gotta check that. I'm just checking that because I'm curious. (3A) There's a large hole in the floor here. It won't be possible to go any further down the hall in this direction. So you gotta check your options. The gap is so big, even a jump wouldn't be likely to clear it. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead inside the room. Show me my options. A dead person, I suppose, is an option. It was a young girl. She seemed to be in here. She seemed to be in her mid-teens, and she was wearing a school uniform, suggesting she was indeed another student from somewhere. But something wasn't right. Upon closer inspection, I realized that this young girl was very much dead.
嘘本物すごい匂い
I wondered how much time had passed since she died. Externally, she still looked to be mostly intact. But her internal organs had clearly begun to decay, with various and sundry fluids leaking out onto the floor all around her. Drawing in for a more detailed look, I noticed that both her eyeballs had been stabbed with pencils.
やだ冗談でしょ人が死んでるなんてどうしようどうしよう警察にそうだ携帯
I tried dialing 110 in Japan's emergency services, but the call wouldn't go through.
嘘県外ごめん私何もしてあげられないみたい本当にごめんね吐きそう人間って死ぬとこんなになっちゃうんだ
If I remember correctly, I don't think you ever actually play Mayu in Blood Covered. I think it's always just been like cutscenes for her. Looking closely, there's a student ID name tag on the ground near her body. Karasuyama High School, Shirori Fujiwara. Death by being stabbed in the eyes with pencils. There's something written here in chalk. Smells so good. The smell of tasty meat. Where is it coming from? Anything up here to look at? I don't see anything. What? Excuse me. You weren't there before.
これって人玉お願い私の体をかして私の体を 隠して。
Why? Why would you want that?
あなたはこの遺体の人？遺体を隠してほしいの？今の私を人に見られたくない。
Fair enough.
どうしよう。力になってあげた方がいいのかな。
We should try to help, you know? I mean, maybe it helps us out.
本当は埋葬してあげられたらいいんだけど、せめて大きな布でもあれば。
The blanket at the infirmary. I'll be right back. It's extremely dusty, but from the looks of it, this is the sheet that goes on the infirmary bed.
これなら大きさも十分かな。
Take it. I rolled up the dusty sheet, put it under my arm, and returned to classroom 3A.
綺麗な布じゃないけど、ちゃんと隠せたと思うよ。
And if it was me, I would have just, oh, look at all these holes. Let me just dump the body in one of the holes. That's hiding it, right?
ありがとう。女の子ならこういう姿他人に見せたくないっていう気持ちわかるから。その思いやりの気持ちなくさないで。ここでは優しさも友情もいたわりも気が緩むとすぐに腐ってしまうから。
I wonder if, hello.
なんだろう。紙でできたお守り？
Can I save here? Oh, I'm already starting to get stuff for the darkening. Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's like a warning. Because, you know, as a sort of thing like, hey, be careful, be kind to those who have died, because they'll help you out. And I'm wondering if maybe, if I had not been kind, if I just walked away, I would have died. Right. Can I progress, though? Is there a plank or something? All right. Too big to jump. Anything on the floor? Maybe there's something back in 3A I can work with. There it is. That's what I needed. I missed that. Now we go back and we can lay the board down and we can go down to the first floor. Huzzah! Making progress. How am I doing on darkening? Still at 4%. The loose board slides nicely over the hole. Seems sturdy enough. It should be possible to cross here now. There's a loose board has been laid across it, forming a makeshift bridge. Anything here? Any hidden goodie? Okay, that's just it. Okay. Okay. Woo, we're in a low, big place. That is a lot of place to go. Anything look around here? Nope. Alright. Nothing. I feel like I'm being overly cautious, but I'd rather be overly cautious considering the kind of game this is. The door leading out to the covered walkway is frozen in place, as if it's just a decoration on the wall. It can't be opened. Anything here? Nothing. Alright, so we'll head back this way. Nothing. Oh hey, this looks like the school entrance. Oh, maybe I can get outside from here. Well, that's a dead body. Anyways, the timer just went off, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. So thank you all very much for watching. And ciao for now. Ciao for now.